What's up guys? We've got a full day of eating video today. I'm lean bulking at the moment. I've got about 4 weeks left of lean bulking until I start dieting for my bodybuilding show, which is in October. So I'll show you guys my diet for putting on lean muscle mass. This is what I eat to just put on muscle and minimize fat. Kicking it off with meal one. I've got about 150 grams of oats and then I have a scoop of protein powder in there. Alongside that, I have a little peach. These are called flat peaches. It's a peach that has been flattened, mate. So yeah, I have that, and then also a nice glass of water. And this is part one of my breakfast. I'll show you part two in a second. The calories and macros are on the screen right here. Righty, as you can see, part two of breakfast is not very exciting, pretty simple. Literally just one slice of toast with some butter on top. I have this whilst I'm lean bulking just because a bit more like decent carbs. I mean, bread isn't the best for you, but it's not like eating a fucking chocolate bar. It's like fairly okay carbs, and I can use that for being stronger in my training sessions. I'll have a bit more energy and my glycogen stores will be filled up. Something like that. If I'm a little bit stronger in the gym and I can put up a bit more weight because of this slice of toast right here, and therefore put on a little bit more muscle, then I take that. But yeah, the calories and macros are on the screen right here for this. Alright, so this is my pre-workout meal. I've got about 250 grams of turkey mince and then probably about 250 grams of rice as well, to be fair. I usually have a lot more rice, but in this meal, basically because I'm training very soon, I decided to cut down the amount of rice I'm eating. But yeah, this is the meal that I eat roughly like an hour or so before I train. I try and keep it low fat so it digests as fast as possible. Calories and macros for this beautiful meal right here are on the screen here. Another thing that I didn't mention with this meal, it basically changes quite a lot. So if I manage to cook the meal like an hour and a half before I train, I might end up having like 500 grams of rice rather than 250. But today, because I know that I'm short on time, I'm having a bit less rice because I don't want to have 500 grams digesting all at once. And then with the turkey mince, that changes between like chicken, steak, fish, whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as I have some protein and like a good amount of it, you know. But yeah, to make up for having a bit less rice, I'll end up having like a granola bar or something like that later on. I'm gonna get this meal down and I'll see you in the ice bath, mate. For anyone new watching, this is a coffee. Caffeine makes you more susceptible to dopamine. Ice bath is like so much fucking dopamine. So drink a coffee, get in an ice bath, and you're just maxed out with dopamine and stimulation, which is perfect before training. Righty, we're ready for the gym. I've got push day today. I'm training with Leo again. We're gonna go in the car, take some pre-workout, chat about some shit, and go fucking crazy. I'll see you in a bit.
Hello.
Are you?
Good, thanks, man. I feel like I haven't seen you properly in ages. I was like,
It's been like a whole week.
yeah, it's
That's
like
crazy.
It feels weird, doesn't it? It's like
It does. I was like, I
what's
said
this
that to
all
Grace.
about?
I was like, I haven't seen Harley in like a year, bro.
Bro, we're like falling out of love. That's what I was thinking.
So
I was
what's happened to our
like,
relationship?
no, it's breaking down. I'm not gonna stay on program today. My push day is usually like 7 exercises, but today we'll literally do like 5 lower volume, like top set, back off set, or like 3 sets, like
That's
no
what I've been
more than
doing.
that, and just like go hammer. I feel like when you come in and you know you're only gonna do a handful of exercises, if you know you're gonna do 5 chest exercises, which is stupid, don't do 5 chest exercises.
That's
But if you
dumb,
come
bruv.
in, you think I'm doing 5 chest exercises, you're not gonna hit them all hard as fuck because you know, I could probably
Just
do
spread
the
it
next
out
one. If
a
you know
little
you're
bit.
doing 1 press, 1 fly, you're like, holy shit, I've got to go ham on these. That's it. I'm just drinking some overdrive right now. But yeah, I've got the last little sip to go, and then we'll go and train some push, mate. that's the workout over. Pretty decent session, to be fair. What did you think about it, mate? Did you love it?
I think that it was pretty good. And now I'm going to go home and eat these beef noodles.
He's gonna eat some beef granola bar. I basically, he whips them out earlier after giving me this granola bar. And I was like, what is that? I just saw beef on this packet and I was like, beef granola bars, bro.
Maybe you should make them. Beef granola bars.
Like, it's good to do difficult things. Why don't we just make some food that's just like so difficult to eat, tastes like absolute shit, and it feels like you've achieved something afterwards.
You know, like beef. You know when you cook it too much and it's just like, it's like eating sand.
And mix it with like granola bar powder.
Raw oats as well.
Raw oats.
Yeah. Raw porridge oats.
And we recommend like a cup of sand to like wash it down.
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper. But anyway, I'm about to eat this granola bar. As I said earlier, when I missed out like on some rice, I'm gonna make up for it later in the day with a granola bar. Funny how the world works, because Leo then offers me a fucking granola bar. So it's meant to be. I was meant to miss out.
Did you say it in the video?
Yeah.
Damn. You
Exactly.
spoke it into existence.
Exactly. So it was meant to be that I missed out that amount of rice to eat this granola bar right here. So I'm going to put the calories and macros on the screen for this little bar right here, mate. Yo, we're back home now and we're about to have my final meal. But before I have that, I'm having a little treat, a little drumstick. I usually have like something like this every day. As long as you're still getting your important meals in, it doesn't matter. Like if you got some calories to play with, then it doesn't matter if you eat something like this. You want to try and avoid it because just the shit that's in that probably isn't very good for your internal organs. Even after knowing that, I'm still going to consume this. So let's put the calories and macros on the screen for this little drumstick right here, mate. Righty, here it is. This is the final meal of the day. I've got about 250 grams of beef mince and about 350 grams of rice. I've got some ketchup on top just to make it go down a little bit easier. I feel like I haven't really spoken to you lot today, just like whilst recording this video. I feel like I've just been focusing on like the full day of eating. Whatever I'm thinking about whenever I'm recording YouTube videos, if there's like something that's on my mind and I think that it's like valuable for people to hear, then I want to try and share things with people. But yeah, recently I've just been thinking the only way to be the person you want to be is by just trying to act like that person would act, you know? Before I make a decision about what I'm gonna do or like how I'm gonna act or how I'm gonna react to certain things, because like for example, like let's say you're driving a car and then like another car like cuts in front of you. It's like, are you gonna let your emotions get the better of you in that moment, put yourself at risk with like driving, I don't know, towards him? I've never been someone that's had road rage, but like for example, this is just what I'm saying. Or are you gonna be like the person that you want to be and be fucking a bit stoic about it and don't let little things or external things come into your life and affect your emotions and affect the way that you feel. Don't let external things that don't matter come in and make you feel negative. But yeah, I just think that's like a beneficial thing to know, is like before I make any decisions or like before I maybe act irrationally, what would the person that I want to be do in this scenario? And that usually, just by taking that small time to just to think about it, usually you end up making the right decision. But yeah, you have to remember, no matter what you do, like when you try to become the person that you want to become, maybe you change, people are not going to like that because they're not used to that. They want you to be the person that they know because that's comfortable for everyone. It's like, that's a completely human thing. That doesn't make them bad people for that. But you have to be ready that when you change your life and you change the way that you want to be, is the people around you, you're no longer the person that they know. So relationships will end when that happens. And there's literally basically no way to fight it. You don't need to end it on bad notes, but sometimes you have to go separate ways. You've changed. Things have changed. You're no longer the person you used to be. And I saw something recently. There's a guy called Alex Amorti who makes like business sort of content. And I remember seeing something that he said, and he was like, when people talk about how I've changed, he says like, okay, and why does that matter that you changed? It's like, and you haven't? You haven't changed? You're meant to change. You're meant to think about when you're like a younger teenager. Think about when you're 10 years old. The person you are then isn't the person you want to be later on, you know? You need to be changing and adapting and evolving the person that you are. Anyway, it's quite late right now, so I'm going to tuck it to my final meal. This is just beef mince and rice. The calories and macros for this meal right here are on the screen, and that is my full day of eating over. I've got 4 more weeks of lean bulking until I start dieting for my first natural bodybuilding show, which is on the 22nd of October. So yeah, this is sort of like the last push of putting on some solid muscle. I think I'll still be able to do it
at the start of my cut, but this is the most optimal state to be in, is like in a surplus, in a calorie surplus, if I'm trying to put on maximum muscle. 4 more weeks of this, and then I'll probably show you guys some more full day of eatings when I start dieting, but that is my lean bulk diet for you lot. I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video.